So I have not been very kind on modern Spongebob recently, or for a while, and that will probably not change today as we are taking a look at another not very great season 15 episode. Hey! So this episode is called Biscuit Ballyhoo, and it starts with Sandy instructing her science scouts, which are Pearl, Spongebob, and unfortunately...
You earn enough money! We can finally afford that trip to Mars!
So here they have Squidina, who is Patrick's sister from the Patrick Star Show. She has appeared in the main show before and actually had a different design, which was honestly pretty cool, but now they have redesigned her to look just like she does in the Patrick Star Show, but a bit more like stretched out. And I can only assume this is done to be able to shill the spin-offs some more.
Sell these biscuits! Aye, science master!
So we are like 30 seconds into the episode, and it's already just another episode that already exists.
What's all that racket?
Having them go door to door to sell stuff is already just retreading old ground, but having the first house be the chocolate ladies is just like making me wish I was watching Chocolate with Nuts instead.
Science! Back in my day, we had alchemy.
Even just doing the same jokes again, but of course just much worse. She closes the door and says some weird stuff as Patrick's imposter sister dips. Man, the modern Spongebob bingo would be so easy with this episode. Slappy opens the door and then we of course see... Yo! I can't believe they brought back Nosferatu after 23 years. That's crazy, what a callback.
He doesn't care for solid foods.
Nosferatu drinks Spongebob and then we cut to Pearl going to Larry's gym, which is always nice to see again, honestly. I think that's a good addition to the show to flesh Larry out as a character and give him some more stuff to do in episodes. That one don't count.
Scout
Yo, he's being mad disrespectful and egoistic. Flickstone, humble him.
Well, Larry does need to carbo load.
He buys a dozen boxes and eats it all at once, becoming Giga Chad and then Chungus as Pearl gets the first sale of the team. We get a little montage of Pearl selling really well and then choking on money before cutting to her returning to Krabs' house at night.
I must have knocked on 1,000,000 doors today.
Krabs smells the onion and crawls like a dog to try and grab it, and he finds out where Pearl got the money from and gets an idea.
Biscuits, eh?
Why is he kinda scary? We cut to the next day with Spongebob being gone from the team.
He's working with the premier biscuit selling team.
Sandy tastes a biscuit and says it's just stale Krabby Patty buns, and now they got the whole beef going on.
The loser leaves the biscuit biz.
They make this friendly, or I guess unfriendly, competition a thing, and then we see Squidina knocking on guess whose door.
Oh no, a solicitor.
Like, is there any old character that won't appear in this show? Squilliam, of course. One can only hope that the goat will get to speak again one day.
Real biscuit flavor. Try a crusty doodle instead.
Bubble Bass says the word cosplay, and then Squidward gets lectured by Krabs on him not doing good enough. I mean, his deadpan delivery of the line was the only somewhat funny thing in the episode so far. Ren and Stimpy. Krabs did this in order to make him cuter, by the way. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to cut the context in with the clip. Like, anytime the dialogue moves slow, I know I'm cooked since we got copyrighted for 4 seconds last time.
Oh, Pearl, don't you look cute?
Hey yo. Mrs. Puff, of course, wants to buy before Squidward runs in and is then thrown away by Krabs.
Oh, well, that does sound nice.
Just don't show them feeding each other and I'm gonna be good. Everyone starts screaming at each other while Squidward is just kinda standing there looking funny.
No! Are you sure you don't want to buy some biscuits? Yes!
Damn, they brought back this guy. I mean, it's kinda cool seeing him having the same job as before. It makes the world of Bikini Bottom feel a little bit more lived in. The car runs them over and we cut to a hospital where everyone is pretty hurt. Especially Squidward, who is in this thing. I thought that was the iron butt thing from I Had an Accident first, but I think it's like the actual iron lung thing. I think? Not sure.
Place left in town to sell to anyway. The old folks' home.
Krabs is up by a lot somehow, and Pearl rushes to the old folks' home. Why am I calling it the old folks' home? Just cause Krabs said it? I mean Shady Shoals. Krabs sabotages his own daughter and then discovers he's been sabotaged himself with his brakes being cut. Thankfully he don't blow up Shady Shoals and flies over the discount explosives to land here. That's pretty good. Explosions are always funny, so I guess that and Squidward talking like in a monotone voice is the two things in this episode that was like almost funny.
Who wants biscuits?
They unfortunately don't got no teeth, and we see that in this horrifying detailed shot. Krabs laughs outside as he shows off that he has like stolen everyone's teeth.
It's your biscuit mush right here! Nice and soft!
He gets all the sales and Pearl walks away sad as Krabs laughs. And then we cut to Pearl coming home to Krabs counting all the money.
Oh, hey there, Pearly girl. Sorry you didn't win the competition.
She says she has one person left to sell to and knows how to get him to buy everything or anything. And then she does this.
Oh, Daddy!
She fills the whole room with water while Krabs holds his breath for some reason. She fills the whole room with water while Krabs holds his breath, which,
Hey, if we're underwater, I'll buy your biscuits!
Thanks, Daddy.
do not show this to Mr. Enterbro. She gets all the money back from him, and then we cut to this.
One journey through space later.
They walk outside on Mars to meet, legit, I think the character I would least expect them to bring back. Try and guess who it is, like you won't be able to.
Would you like to purchase some Astro biscuits?
The fucking alien that picks up Spongebob in the Goofy Goober music video from the Spongebob movie. That's an obscure callback if I ever seen one.
We are raising money for a trip to Earth.
The episode ends with Sandy closing the door and saying that they need to sell more so they can afford a trip to Jupiter. Yeah, this episode was so all over the place and honestly paced like really poorly in my humble opinion. It wasn't the worst episode of the season or anything, but I just gotta say that it's kinda impressive to take the concept of a 22-year-old episode and redo it while throwing like everything imaginable into the plot and still ending up with such a boring, like nothing burger of an episode. Or I guess nothing patty of an episode. Yeah, this one was not entertaining at all in my opinion, and I'ma just go watch Chocolate with Nuts.